Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad to be here with my good friend Sandblast as well as Gabe, a up-and-coming producer for TFTV. And tonight we're going to be covering Metalworks Week in an Outlier match once again. But all eyes are on Meat Market versus Gnomercy because if Meat Markets can somehow pull a win this week, then next week is going to be an intense race for the final slot of playoffs. So why don't we go ahead and just run through the rosters real quick? Do you want to cover Gnomercy, Sandblast?
Yeah, sure. So Gnomercy probably looking to contend for like a third seed for playoffs, but other than that, their scouts are going to be Slumnish and Yite. Romer is going to be Marmaduke Grills. Pocket is going to be Aim. Your demo is going to be Dingod or Dingo, and your medic is going to be the one and only Cookie Jake.
Nom. There it is. And over here on Meat Market, we've got some fat names, but can they get their team composition together? It's You Must Mike and Cheesy MacGyver on scouts. Bro King and Fruit as the soldiers, May the demo, and Jeep the medic.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be. I mean, it might be a pretty one-sided match coming into this game for Meat Market or coming into this game for Gnomercy. They've been on a pretty hot tear. I mean, probably how like Invite is like going to be like played the rest of the season is like you have Froyo and EBL as your tier 1 team. Your tier 2 is kind of like exclusively given to Gnomercy, and then like your tier 3s are going to be like your Faint Gamings, your Velocity, and your Meat Markets. And then you have Lunatic, and then the other dead teams at the bottom, whoever else is playing. But I mean, if Meat Market can somehow pull an upset, it'll be really, really good for them because if they can actually win this match and then possibly the other two games, they're actually contenders for playoffs. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch here because they already have a tough task at their hands by taking on Gnomercy. All fantastic players, pretty much all playoff appearance players. I believe except for Yite, he's the only person on that roster who hasn't seen a playoff match. So hopefully we can have a good game on our hands and see if Gnomercy can make the dream. Or I'm sorry, Meat Market. If I said Gnomercy, if Meat Market can make the dream come true when it comes to upsets.
And on top of that, even if they are on a bit of a losing streak early on in this match, and by the end of it, it's they've well fought, but they lose, it's not the end of Meat Market because they can be a factor exactly going into next week. Even if they can't get that third or fourth place in playoffs, they can still upset one of the other two teams they have to play, and those matches will be deciding who gets into fourth. So all eyes are on Meat Market in the coming weeks, and so I'm actually really excited because I recognize a lot of these names from when I was early in my TF2 career, and they're all the way at the top now. So hopefully they can bring it home. Players like Cheesy MacGyver, who are insane, and Bro King.
Yeah, I mean, you also can't really count out Mayor Fruit, kind of like the up and comers on that team. They played last season on Fishy Fishes, but they had like a roster collapse, I believe, halfway through the season. I don't think they were able to play out the rest of the season. Fruit, obviously, unfortunately, having a collapsed lung and not being able to play the actual part of the season. But looks like they're all back to the season with an addition of Bro King, Cheesy MacGyver, and You Must Like, all fantastic players, all pretty much been playing for a very, very long time. And I don't think Bro King is trying to give up that playoff spot just yet. Hopefully, again, we watch. Probably the players to look out for this match. Obviously, Dingo. Every single match Dingo plays, he's pretty much all eyes on Dingo, just because he really does so much. I don't think most of the people have who are gonna be watching this cast have played against Dingo, but like players like me and Meat Market who've scrimmed against Dingo a couple times a week, he doesn't really miss. That's a big thing with Dingo. He has this big pro as a player where he doesn't like to miss pipes. So he's very, very hard to fight and very hard to kill, especially. And he's very good at denying areas for teams. He's very aggressive. Whenever team he's on, he's always aggressive and always doing the absolute most. And probably again, Yite and Slumnish, fantastic scouts. I'd say the player to look out for on Meat Market is probably Bro King because he's always going to have these chaotic calls, always going to have these chaotic pushes. Maybe you can see something cool come out of it and have something on top. But yeah, hopefully, something nice happens and it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, actually, it's Skis is playing instead of
Yes. I
so
think
it's replacing Jeep.
I think that is actually the new starter. They have been scrimming with Jeep or not Jeep. They have been scrimming with Skis for a couple days now. I played them yesterday and today, and they were running the Skis medic, and he is paid on the roster. So I think they're pulling in the last minute Skis just to either because Jeremy or Jeep can't finish the rest of the season, or maybe they thought Skis was an upgrade to the roster. I don't know what went on. I mean, they had a really early roster change as well that no one really expected. That was You Must Mike being replaced or replacing Jinx rather. Now they're replacing their medic very late season. Now will it show results? Hopefully, maybe, or will they get the same results if they had Jeep on medic?
Yeah, we'll see if that's going to be a big factor. If I hate to say it, I hate to put it this way, but Jeep was the problem. No, I'm not going to put it that way. But medics, although being it's hard for a medic to have an impact, but a bad medic will have a negative impact. That's for sure. It's hard for a good medic to have a positive impact.
Yeah, I mean, also Jeep. This is also his first ever season playing medic, and he's also playing it in invite versus some of the best players in the game, like
Exactly.
EVO and Freyotex. So I mean, you can't really making it this far. I mean, even if the cut was like inevitable, even if it was bound to happen eventually, he made it pretty far, and I think he did pretty good as a player. I thought they were honestly going to keep him just because of how decent he was doing. I didn't think he was like a I honestly didn't think he was a detriment to the roster. He was playing very well. I felt like his play style with the team was good. But obviously, Skis, he's been playing with these guys. I believe they first played in season 22 together and everything. So I'm sure Skis is I'm sure Skis is a familiar face to Bro King.
Yeah, Skis is no what I'm looking for here. He's got what it takes. And I'm excited to see what Meat Market can pull together with a little bit of hope and a little bit of practice, because Metalworks is also quite an quite an awkward match actually, because it's technically new and it's been around for what 2-3 years now. It's technically new, and one of the major things about the mid fights in particular are the bombing potential. It is so cherished by roamers to just jump from the choke, hit the side of the wall, and then have a lot of options for where you land. You can land on top of the forward spawn, you can land on the balcony, you can land on the other side of the crate and start spamming out their choke. There's just so much potential. And usually that ends in a death, but if you decide to go the route of, say, on top of the shack, on top of the balcony, you can actually stay alive for a little bit longer than expected while the rest of your team pushes forward. So the mid fights are going to be a little hectic if the teams decide to go really aggro. But for the most part, from what I've seen in invite, teams like to play really slow and then wait for the initiation, just getting near their truck pack, getting a little bit of a high ground if they can, playing on the crates.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there. Metalworks is also a map for like soldiers on mids to like go super high into the skybox and go behind. And Meat Market they are not shy for that strategy. Bro King will want to go up top. He will want to go high and want to go behind. He loves doing it. He loves making space, making big plays, and obviously doing that fad damage. The highest damaging player in invite is probably Bro King, if I remember correctly. So I mean, he does it with good reason to go up high and go behind and make these big plays and make space for his team.
So we have
Yeah,
all 12 players in. We'll be going live very shortly. Sandblast will be finished with his match. He's currently in a match right now. He's just gotta
forfeited. Let's go, baby.
just gotta wait for that forfeit call, and then they can get the win. And then we'll be able to go live if they're gonna go live, because I'm seeing a ton of players running up right now. I'm hearing some BM in the chat about Skis. Maybe it's someone else who has to ready up, and we'll be going live very shortly. Any closing comments? Any general thoughts? Are you feeling something in the air tonight?
Dingo.
Sandblast. Dingo. There it is.
Dingo.
One word. Dingo.
Ding dong. Gonna own him.
There you have it. That's the invite analysis. Readied up. Everyone's ready. They're gonna pick a side here very shortly, and then we'll be going live with our first mid of Gnomercy versus Meat Market, the underdogs. Can Meat Market pull a last-minute snipe and take down 3 players, 3 teams in a row to secure themselves a chance at playoffs? We'll be finding out at this first mid fight. Are you still in your server, or are you with a Sandblast?
I'm in. I'm watching Dingo this man. I'm gonna see what he does. I expect he's gonna probably just be able to just lock out every single team or every single player from this team picking an area. So on this first mid, it seems like both demos are both going to arrive in a timely fashion. May really, really weak, doing a pretty fast roll though. Going to beat Dingo by a decent margin too. Yite rolling out Valley here. Dingo trying to pressure a little bit under point here, trying to get a little bit of damage while Mike is getting very aggressive under point. It looks like Meat Market is trying to just kind of sit back a little bit. Same with Gnomercy here, but both the soldiers from Meat Market are going to take top left on the mid. Oh, big damage coming in from Marmaduke and Dingo. Oh my god, Aim also finding a kill as well, but the Fruit getting taken down by Slemnish, or I'm sorry, rather by Aim, and Slemnish also finding You Must Mike on the flank, pretty much wiping their team, but don't count out Broking, jumping in a little bit late here, going to try and get on the medic, but Cookie Jake and Ski's a little too smart. Or I'm sorry, Cookie Jake and Slemnish a little too smart for them to get in position to kill him.
That bomb from Marmaduke was the initiation. That was everything he needed. He hit a great rocket onto a scout to clean him up, and then hit a fat direct onto Cheesy MacGyver, leaving enough room for Aim to follow up and get behind it. Right now we're just going to be seeing through this side area. Going to be Ubering right away. They spotted the sentry. Going to take it down with a couple stickies there. And Slemnish now rotating to the right side of the point. He has eyes on the players. And an Aim bomb is going to be able to take out Skis. Wow. So there are no heals, but don't leave out Broking because he is on top of the demo. Missing a shot though, but the scout is going to clean up there. Cheese MacGyver doing a great job there, following up on the soldier and banana. Good damage from Fruit, but he gets taken out by Marmaduke Girls, who's the last one alive. He is going to be able to stay alive, get the health pack, and rotate out. But Broking going to meet up with him in a second, going to take that down. And Marmaduke Girls is going to be slowing things down on this point, but You Must Mike is aware of him.
Yeah, a little bit of a botch last foot, but they're probably still going to be able to hold second off of it just because of Broking and Fruit having a really, really delayed death. But I really feel like they kind of focused too much on the frags on that Uber instead of getting the positioning. Like, I don't know if you saw Dingo and Cookie Jake went really, really aggressive top left, and they had the backup because they didn't really get anything off it. Granted, they got positioning. No one really played the points, so they were kind of able to just kind of like walk back in on the right for free. But it's going to be the classic Metalworks stalemate. Maybe we'll see an off class eventually, maybe not. What I'm looking for is probably a two-man sack. That's pretty common on this map, but it really just depends on what Gnomercy wants to do this game.
Yeah, Gnomercy is in the driver's seat right now. They have everything in their favor to do what they want because it is just so difficult on this loss, particularly for the defending team to push back out. Initiation from Aim is going to get him taken down by a nice pipe from May after some damage from Broking, and they're going to be initiating through this locker room, trying to take control of Heaven, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name for it. Left side of lobby. Faucet, something like that.
I usually call it Banana.
No, that's the right side.
Oh, the right side? Oh, yeah. Oh, the right side? I just call it right lobby.
Well, Broking is going to get some initiation from Slemnish, but there is a trap. Ooh. Potentially. Ooh, Broking. Trading with Marmaduke Girls there. 1-for-1 exchange. May peeking the shutter very aggressively here, trying to keep eyes on everything at once. He could get initiation from Dingo, who's around the corner throwing stickies at the shutter, but it's not going to work. This is playing with fire, May.
Yeah, I'm probably going to see the Marmaduke Sniper here. He is a pretty, yep, there he is. Marmaduke Sniper loves playing it. He's also a pretty decent sniper from my experience playing against him, especially in PUBG too. He's a pretty nice sniper, so don't count him out. Just again, pretty much going to wait for Marmaduke to walk and get in position for a bomb, or not a bomb here. Get in a position for an angle here onto anyone from Meat Market. Again, pretty much just stalemating. Even if they kill a player with the sniper, they still have to worry about that 7th player, which is the sentry gun built by You Must Mike.
Sentry is going to be a pretty big factor about defending the right side, but that's really it. I think it's in a very bad position here, but the sniper is going to be peeking very aggressively. He's so far forward. There's so many players in Banana as well. Yite's going to be initiating onto the demo. Force that Uber off. Very nicely done. But it's another... the Uber takes its way into the shutter, and it causes a force here. But Broking might get juggled here. Death does get taken down by Aim. And Ski's trying to keep his players alive, but they're too far forward. No. And now that demo's going to get taken out. No! He survived! May doing an amazing job with the sticky juggles while getting bounced around in the lobby. Now they're going to be taking onto the point here. Meat Market cutting off Cookie Jake's escape as he's trying to rotate over to the bridge. He could get cut out here, but no. Thankfully, the demo spam from Dingo is able to hold things down just so Cookie Jake can get into a better position there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really odd scenario that just happened. I mean, 2 players from Gnomercy, especially the scouts, both dying, being a little too aggressive with the Uber exchange. And they also had a sniper, so I mean, Broking's team not playing a little bit too scary. Playing a little bit too scared, honestly. Broking dying really, really early, and also not being able to punish Aim, jumping in literally with 4G. Oh, but a clean shot by Marmaduke. Hopefully, they might try to walk in now. I mean, they do have a tiny bit ahead. It was like 15-20% out, but I think it's diminishing now. Marmaduke is probably the man to watch here. Oh, Surfing Rocket. Oh, I thought he was going to peek in wide there through Banana and see if he can get a nice shot onto the medic, but not really going to do anything or send in Aim to sack. Actually, Aim is a little bit aggressive on the right here. Oh, but Skis, no, in the worst position possible, holding below the bridge. Aim literally, that's honestly not even Skis' fault. That's Fruit's fault. Whoever the roamer is, not even watching left, just Aim walking in uncontested with a 300 buff, shooting 2 rockets to 4 Skis.
And Broking was also sitting very close to the shutter, way too close. In fact, one of the scouts was initiating on him, and so that was putting Skis into a lot more pressure from both the soldier attacking him and the scout attacking a soldier. Right now, Cookie Jake with his Uber is going to be able to pop it in on the left side, and there's no sentry gun to slow things down. This would have been a great spot for the sentry gun, and now it's going to be a complete wrap. Cookie Jake's going to be the first death on the side of Meat Market, but there's still so much health on the rest of the team. Can Marmaduke Girls come in with a sniping shot? He is going to get eyes on the left side. So much spam. That's going to be very strong from Slemnish. Pistol of his life, able to do some work there. Cookie Jake, the only casualty in that last push.
Yeah, Bro King didn't want Cookie Jake to live there. A little bit of BM coming out from Connor Cookie Jake there. So another mid coming out. I'm on Dingo's cam again. I want to see what he does. So rolling out, bottom right. Seems like the demo's getting there, timely fashion. Dingo taking a little bit of early damage. Gonna try and tag some scouts. Maybe focus on the point a little bit here. Meat Market playing a very, very more aggressive game, trying to get on that top left control, but Fruit already in position to bomb here, taking control of their crates here. Marmaduke and You Must Mike both finding kills of their own. Demo also falling on the side of Meat Market, and a lot of aggression coming out here from Gnomercy now, but Fruit also very low HP, and they're gonna just give them a little scatter slam from across. They had a really decent mid at first, playing aggressive, taking us out, but then 2 players kind of sat on the floor. Fruit was the only person top right. Then he had the backup. They were all just like super disconnected at that one point, and they lost because of it.
Now, Gnomercy with no chill could be walking forward here with Banana having stickies all over the main lobby area. The Temple Man! Oh, the Banana! It's so close to being a death. No one even checked it. Oh, he spotted it. Oh, I'm so disappointed in the sense, but luckily, what? Marmaduke Jules just jumped in, killed May, but somehow didn't damage Skis at all.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
It's a little odd there coming out from. That was a little weird, but I mean, they're going to take an exchange off it. They might still try to push while they're down 2. They might try to edge and try and get a pick here. A little bit of damage from Dingo onto the soldier here, but they are definitely going to try and full commit here. Cookie Jake very, very low, though. Gonna get killed by You Must Make with Slemnish and Yay both going to find kills, especially with Skis, and they're just going to step on the point to win. Classic Metalworks there.
Okay, so Aim was the first one to bomb in, right? He landed on the point, was pressuring the scout, and then no one touched the point. They just ignored him. Aim was sitting in the corner, happy dilly-dallying all over the point, and nobody pushed him. Nobody stopped the cap. And so he literally just jumped in, stepped on the point, shot 2 rockets, and capped it.
I mean, playing the objective, but taking this mid a little bit late here. Again, pretty much the same mid for Meat Market, trying to get under point while take a side as well. Not a lot of damage coming off from either team right now, and not a lot just happened with both the soldiers from Meat Market doing a lot right there, taking a lot of damage. But Cheesy and May also going to find kills on. You're going to find Bro King as well off camera. Dingo is trying to escape back from Valley right now. This is going to be a pretty decent mid win coming out from Meat Market here. 4v4 though, so I mean they're definitely not going to get much ground off it. I think they're only going to give them up to their house, and that's about it. Yay exiting from flaming, sure no one gets behind, and probably going to have a little bit of a stalemate here.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised Gnomercy decided to make that judgment call to back up rather than giving Meat Market probably a little too much credit there. I mean, it was a 4v4, even maneuvers, all that stuff. But Gnomercy forfeited a lot there. Worried that Meat Market would get a little antsy and pushed you forward, but Meat Market's playing very careful right now. Although Broking, who jumped in, fought Yite, was able to get cleaned up from drop down. Very unfortunate there, and now with that, Gnomercy is looking to take the house back.
Yeah, they're trying to push some house here, getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to find an area to walk in without having to use Zeus. I know they're down to Splash Clash. Good heads up play coming out from the combo here of Gnomercy. Try and start walking Val here. They're still going to take a little bit of spam though. They need someone to commit. They're all just sitting here right now. Aim is trying to get in from top left but gets fanned out. May is doing so much right now by just not allowing their team to walk in, but they find an opportunity again. They're going to have a pretty bad pop here. They're going to get broken off of it, but Skis is flat. They're going to have to collapse us now. Both the scouts from Meat Market are going to start getting a little aggressive, but You Must Mike is just choosing to fight Slumnish on the flank instead of be part of this full-on push. Slumnish is behind now, actually, so keep an eye. Remember that. They might try to walk back in here. Slumnish is coming back in now, doing a lot of damage to Cheesy. Gonna get taken out, but just because of him being behind, he draws so much attention. Both everyone in the entire combo of Gnomercy are able to find their own kill. Literally, just because of that.
Insane bomb coming in from the soldiers, and they were able to take on Skis there from Marmaduke Grills. You Must Mike gets cleaned up by Junie, aka Dingo, who is going to try and initiate onto Broking, but Broking getting some good shots in here. It's all the fluffing around, he can't get it. Broking does meet up with Yite. It's 2 clean rockets, but he's not going to get the kill, and he's going to get taken down there. At that mid, what you were saying about Slemnish, Cheese MacGyver couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to back up or go forward, and I think that's what caused it. I mean, the bomb was still going to be really solid from the rest of the Gnomercy jumping into mid, but I think Cheese MacGyver could have definitely decided to just run into house real quick to shoot it, so that his medic would feel comfortable backing up at the same time.
Yeah, another little last hold. A little bit ad with Cookie Jake still. Hopefully they are able to try and find a way here to enter last without having to Uber here. They are going to take the Uber in from far left here. They are going to find the gun pretty quickly with the Uber. They need to find a kill here because he's just slowly approaching his Uber charge. Cookie Jake a little bit too aggressive, very, very low on HP. They're not going to be able to do anything else right now. Their health is so bad right now. Fruit is also not in the fight right now. Yeah, able to find You Must Mike. That's a pretty good pick right there. I mean, they are still trying to get aggressive. A little bit of cap time coming out from aim there, but the Uber is going to get popped. That's very, very nice coming out from Gnomercy, able to force off the last tail end of that, or forcing off the Uber from Skis. They might be able to try and refight this now. Now that they're down 2, they have no demo. This is pretty much free. There's no traps or anything to be worried about. Broking is so low. He's very, very weak. They just need to be able to find the kill on him and just collect it. And actually, Marmaduke just jumps on the point and pretty much wins the round.
So unfortunate from Meat Market because they were able to delay with that Uber and then hold off the players just long enough while the cap was coming back in for the respawns to come in. Then, like you said, Marmaduke Grills just jumps to the point, caps it off once again. I'm getting the feeling that Meat Market doesn't really have a good presence of mind to focus on the objective in the right way. They're just too tunnel vision-y. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I also just think it's just pretty much just Meat Market getting outplayed when it comes to like pure DM. I mean, the mids are kind of fine. Like, each team is pretty much mirroring, kind of like taking a side, trying to edge under point. But actually, we're going live straight off the bat.
Bam, no stats to talk about, but I can give a quick rundown just so we're aware. Dingo, top damaging for the team, and Slemnish, top fragging with 13 frags in those 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, pretty convincing stuff coming out of Gnomercy here. Probably just going to try and clean up these last 2 rounds here. Knight and Slemnish, probably just going to run under point and find a quick kill. Slemnish already doing exactly what I thought right on the demo immediately, trying to keep him as locked out as possible. May is already 15 HP. That's pretty good damage coming out from Slemnish, but ooh, Dingo's actually going to fall pretty early though, but the Slemnish is going to find a trade close on. Both the soldiers are down from Gnomercy right now, and it's going to be a pretty convincing mid win.
Yeah, Meat Market Scouts are turning it up because they are the leaders of this early mid fight, taking down Cheese MacGyver just rushing forward, getting the kill, and then Mike blocking that soldier from getting out. But once again, Market's just being really slow and really passive. Dingo did respawn in time, of course, but he's only just now getting up to it, and because of that, Market couldn't even find an opportunity to just sneak into the alleyway and just flood it in because there was no demo to worry about, and there's only one soldier that could have messed them up there. Right now, Gnomercy are trying to take the ground. They're deciding if you're not going to go for it, we're going to go for it. But my goodness, Cookie Jake took so much damage. He was peeking a little too far forward. His leash yanked him over into the sight lines, and he almost got taken down there, but thankfully he's alive. And now we're going to see Meat Market rotating towards drop down, but a big bomb from the soldier clips against the top of the skybox, and he's going to get taken down, but he does force it off. Very good job from Marmaduke Grills there.
Yeah, really, really nice stuff there. Being able to just kind of play around their advantages, like the really small advantages that they had there. Kind of just waiting on any team to make a play here, which is pretty much going to be Gnomercy, taking the Uber right into the core of the team, finding Cheesy MacGyver. May also has no trap set up at all. Skis is in a lot of trouble, but ended up getting saved. May actually dies of some pretty stupid spam that should never happen. Sun is also going to find You Must Mike. Skis is going to fall to Yite. pretty much a full wipe. I believe there's a soldier that's about to die on the flank. He's actually gonna find Cookie Jake. Dingo's actually spawn camping. They're forwards. That's not good. They're just gonna try and hold us as long as possible. Still 2 players just trapped in there. They're gonna back spawn though.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles when Gnomercy have all the momentum in the world and they don't have anything to fear. They can just retake that mint as slowly as they want and hold down it, waste as much time as possible, shift the Uber advantages because of the way back spawning works. So it puts me Market in a very unfavorable position, but thankfully the Ubers are relatively even, and it's going to be the Marmaduke Grills on Sniper once again peeking the shutter. This is going to be a great opportunity for him because as soon as he peeks that door, someone's going to die. He's got 3 targets in front of him. Oh, there it is.
Poor Skis, man. Dingo even told him to push in chat because they have a sniper. Marmaduke, pretty nice play there. Able to get the pick on the medic. Yeah, I don't know why Mike's dying there. He has no reason. Okay, now they're all just feeding at this rate. It doesn't even matter. They can literally walk in from anywhere, and this push will be great. Aim looks like they're gonna opt to push in from the right. Aim's gonna find the demo. They're gonna get on the point and win the round. Skis is making his way to the point before Skis getting taken out.
He's bobbed and weaved his way towards the point pretty nicely, but I think that was mostly just because Dingo didn't care to get the frag. He was trying to see how far he can get before ultimately getting the frag there. And at this mid fight, all eyes are on Meat Market because they did something right 2 rounds in a row. Can they get a 3rd one in a row and hold on to the momentum, or are they going to lose their 2nd once again? We do see here Dingo getting on top of Choke, trying to hit May. It's May with a nice sticky. That sticky could have popped and gotten so much damage, but doesn't. She's MacGyver now flanking through the house. He's rotating underneath. He does spot out Dingo. Very nice job from the spam of broking. He also is going to get onto the crit creek of Cookie Jake, who got that Uber saw and was able to get it, but he does get picked off by May, who's going to walk forward, get a nice little pipe onto Yite there. Oh!
Ooh, slimness down.
Broking with the juggle into the air shot. That was so clean. How much ping does he have? That was 130 ping.
Yeah, Broking just hits those classic 130 ping shots. Slimness with some mega VM in the chat. But gonna hold do double sniper. I like it coming out from oh, I thought they were gonna make the cool stuff happen with the Slumnish Yite double sniper, but full disad coming out from Cookie Jake. Slowly building on it though. He has 40%. Marmaduke's gonna die on the right. This should be around here coming out from Meat Market, but they're gonna have a really early Uber. Cookie Jake is so low though, but he's actually on top of the box. They're actually getting kills, not being able to get any position with the Uber. They are down 3 though. They just need to have Yite try and stay alive for as long as possible. They are gonna end up losing the round. It's because that little hiccup coming out from their mid fight there. Ran crits, probably for a meme, but they ended up getting taken out because of it.
Exactly. Well, very unfortunate. That push almost failed for Meat Market as they were working their way into last, but thankfully it worked out for them. They just had to finish off that cap. I couldn't slow things down enough.
Back to the good old mid fight here. Yite's gonna go back on his little shed like he always does, getting ready to deny soldiers. It looks like Meat Market's gonna try and opt to take their side of the map, coming up right. Cheesy's super aggressive right now on their side, on the Dingo, killing me. That's a pretty decent trade right now, though. But aim is so low. They're gonna try and send a soldier out to kill him, but they need to kill free right now before it's Slumnish able to get the cleanup kill on him. Marmaduke also gonna fall. They might still try and fight this though, but oh, you must Mike. Just kind of two-shotting Yite there, keeping him out. Is this like a little comeback right here? I mean, now they're playing mids like how I expect them to win mids, playing mad aggressive and being able to take. Just kind of like be over aggressive here. But walking in the second here, let's see what they're gonna try and do for this last push.
Yeah, I think they've noticed that Dingo is a very easy target here, and now Dingo running forward. He is gonna butt heads with May. Get the better of it thanks to the help of Slumnish, who is also running forward, not afraid of anything. But all the juggling is gonna be able to force off this Uber. Can Brokey get out? I don't think it's gonna work. He's getting down very low on health. Slumnish gonna pistol that down. The recap is coming, but Skis still has his Uber. They backed up a lot farther than I want them to. But they're holding mid. They're very afraid with their demo down. Thankfully, they do get May in the forward spawns, so they will be able to repush here very shortly. But they've given so much room now that the flank is going to be a very tricky spot for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty hard point to try and not get forced. I mean, there's a lot of spots where it could be traps, a lot of tight corridors. Like, you kind of have to cross a gate at, like, a choke every single way you want to push. But That's a really great pick from Dingo, able to just kill the demo like that. Now they know that there's no sticks, but Brooking's team is trying to slowly walk forward here. They are going to have a pretty, I don't know, they're not getting anything with the Uber. They're trying to get Marmaduke. The whole Uber is to kill one player. Yeah, granted, they got the pick now. There's also a bat cap in play coming out from Slundish. Also able to find fruit on the flank as well. Will be able to get cheesy. Both the scouts are fighting Slundish. Oh my god, but no one's able to kill Slundish. He's taking so much at eyes right now. Slemmy, oh my god, being able to just take so much ground right now. Cheesy just getting a boat from Skis to just trying to live. This is a huge ad. No ammo. Just waddling to get some ammo. But just gonna pick up a rocket launch. He doesn't need the original. He's gonna take some dude's gun that he just murdered 10 seconds ago. But yeah, no mercy here. Looking to try and close out the game here. Slumdish and Dingo trying to walk fast left here through Banana to try and get early positioning. Already taking this Uber in. Gonna do a lot of damage to some Scots here. But aim with a huge bomb. Doing a lot of damage. Point presence already coming out from Slumdish. This could be the game here. Slumdish is just cleaning house right now. Gutty's gonna come in now. A little bit of last lick's gonna kill the medic, and May is gonna fall, and that's gonna be the game. 5-1 for Gnomercy.
Very strong momentum. Every single round we saw it from Gnomercy. They were constantly taking the ground they needed to and not letting up, not for a second. The brake pedal did not exist on the Gnomercy train, and I think that was Meat Market's big mistake. For the few mids they did win, they could have kept the momentum rolling or did a little bit better on holding it down. As a result, Meat Market will unfortunately lose to Gnomercy here. Not unsurprising, of course, but Meat Market now most assuredly are no longer contenders for the 4th seed. But that is not the end of Meat Market's story, though. Meat Market will have a chance to make some upsets for the remaining teams in this race for 4th place. What are we gonna look in the stats? What do you want to see here? I want to see what's going on here.
I'm looking at Slumdish doing a lot of work for the team. 24 frags and only dying 7 times. Pretty much playing combo scout to a T. Yite also pretty much winning probably every single fight on the flank, going 18-9. You look at the scouts here from the other team. I mean, Cheesy has 8 kills. Humus Mike has 11. I mean, that's a pretty big impact from the scouts of Gnomercy. I mean, the soldiers as well, I think, were a little bit closer in like matchup wise. I mean, Broking, he had high ping the whole game, but Fruit had a couple nice plays getting him behind, getting on Cookie. But I mean, like, pretty much like player to player on paper, like it's just a harder game to play with players that may have better DM, better knowledge of the game, better positioning, better movement. Just all these little things come into account when you're playing TF2. Granted, that's why upsets can happen, because sometimes players who you count out can either pop off or turn up, or you can use actual proper teamwork to stop teams like this. But unfortunately, Meat Market didn't have it in them to try and win 5. Try and take 5 rounds off Gnomercy, but it wasn't possible. GG's those all around. They did take a round, so good on them. And again, good work to Gnomercy keeping their playoff seed as expected.
Yeah, it would have been. I don't think it would have been even possible for Gnomercy to get knocked out of 3rd place, but now they definitely will not be knocked out of 3rd place. So, props to Gnomercy securing themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are still watching us, the Froyo match versus Velocity Esports is happening over on our main channel, TFTV. I think it's just Team Fortress TV, Twitch handle. So if you want to go ahead and check that out right now, you can see what's going on over there with Marxist and Corn Pop with Nicella production. Huge shout out to Gabe for producing for us tonight so we can get this match in. And thank you all for watching. Have a good night.